Donnie and house, yeah, it's going down. Bringing all the pet keepers straight out of town. Reptile lovers, cats and all watchers too. Tune in, y'all, we got the groove for you. Everyday keepers, that's how we roll. Sharing love and knowledge, soul to soul. Grab your leash or tank, let's take control. Everyday keepers, yeah, we break the mold.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through episode 62 of Everyday Keepers. You already know, this is Don D with Uptown Exotics. Happy Sunday, Keepers. I apologize that things weren't working out. I was looking at my channel and I had like 4 episodes going at one time. I don't know how that happened. I don't know what happened with YouTube and EV Mux getting connected together. They didn't feel like talking. They did not feel like talking. So I do apologize for that. I hope everybody got the message. I see Mitzi's over here. I hope a couple of others are here too. So hopefully they got the message. I actually deleted the other live. So hopefully they see that it's gone and then come looking. But in the words of Malacio, you could have been anywhere else today, but you chose to be here with me. So I absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. Please make sure that you hit that like button if you have not done so already. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And yeah, turn on that notification bell, all the good stuff, because we got stuff going on. It's gardening season, y'all. It's gardening season. Since we're late, I don't want to get into a whole lot of stuff, but the garden is doing its thing. I'm excited about the garden. I put some stuff out yesterday, so make sure you're subscribed and catch the videos because got some update videos happening soon. What else I have happening is our sponsors. I want to thank ENT for sponsoring the Uptown Exotics channel. I greatly appreciate both of you. If you are not already following ENT Reptiles, do yourself a favor and go follow ENT Reptiles. They have some amazing stuff going on. They have the black throat monitors are beautiful. If they didn't need another house, I might get one or two. But I think that Orlando and TJ are doing the most and giving them more than what most people do, which I ain't mad at all. But they're huge. They're very big animals. But yeah, shout out to ENT Reptiles. Thank you very much, Orlando and TJ. Appreciate the both of you. And I see a couple more people flowing in, so thank goodness. I'm happy that they are here. And yeah, I hope everybody else there. And I saw some new people that were in the chat too. I hope they join us. If you're here, new people, if you're here, please say hi in the chat so I know you're back. And I apologize. The EV Mux and YouTube were not talking at first. I don't know who did what to who, but they were not talking. But you know who is talking? I want to say hi to this chat because a couple of folks are here and y'all talking, and I appreciate each and every one of you, so I thank you. And first one in is Mitzi. Thank you very much, Mitzi and Parker. Appreciate both of you. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for being here today. Yeah, it's no rain right now, but it's supposed to be raining here later tonight, so yay. Orlando, one half of ENT Reptiles, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. And again, thank you for being the channel for Uptown Exotics. And TJ, the other half of ENT Reptiles, thank you both. Appreciate the two of you. Thank you for all that you do. Elias says, give me a weasel puppy. Elias, what you gonna do with Ferret? What are you gonna do with a ferret? I want to see you with a ferret, though. I absolutely want to see you with a ferret. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Robinson, you know what? I was late too, so you're right on time. You're right on time, so don't you even worry about it. Because things weren't communicating, so we are here, you are here, and that's all that matters, right? Right, right. Brave, thank you for being here. Good afternoon, good morning. Appreciate you. Everybody saying hi to folks. Yeah, again, I hope the new people that were in the chat, Christy, I hope they were your people, and I hope they know to come over to this new, the new stream. 'Cause I don't know who they were, but I hope they end up coming over here. So, yes. At least it wasn't just me. Yeah, Evie Mux is not is. I don't know what was going on. Evie Mux and you two weren't communicating. I had like four four lives going. I don't know how I did that, but we had it. We had it. And Orlando said, "Always wanted a ferret, but I'm allergic to all mammals." You're allergic to all mammals? Oh, that's no fun. That is no fun at all. We gotta get a fix for that. We gotta get a fix for that. We gotta get you a ferret. We gotta get you a ferret. But all this talk about ferrets, why don't we just bring the ferrets out? Ain't no point in talking about them if we can't bring them out. So without further ado, I found today's guest on TikTok, doing some lives on TikTok, and I figured she would be a great guest. We haven't had any ferrets on, so I'm excited to have get into conversation about ferrets and all that good stuff. And for those of you that are thinking about getting a ferret, Elias, maybe we can answer some of your questions. So from the funny ferret business, let's say hello to Christy. Hey, Christy, how are you?
Hello. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone. I'm so glad to be here. Welcome to the Funny Ferret business.
Absolutely. We're happy to have you. So, for those that are not familiar with you, just give them a brief introduction as to who you are.
Absolutely. There's 8 ferrets here from 6 different families, and we travel West Michigan promoting love, kindness, and radical acceptance through the socialization of ferrets. Ferrets are highly social creatures. They love on one another. They check up on one another. They are amazing emotional support animals. And they have brought a lot of light to some dark days. And
Oh,
I think that they are, misunderstood as far as exotic pets go. So they are frequently rehomed. They are part of the mustelid family, which includes otters, and they're obligate carnivores. They eat only
hey,
meat,
Kelly.
so they're amazing pets. But unfortunately, because they're misunderstood and because they do have extensive care routines, they are frequently rehomed. And that's why there's 8 ferrets here that came from 6 different families. This is an
Oh,
educational
wow.
sanctuary.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I heard that they were rehomed often. What's up, Fred? Thank you for joining us today. Make sure y'all tune in to Fred and AJ at 4 p.m. Eastern Time for their snake sanctuary. I think they changed the name, but just tune in. It's Fred and AJ. Why would you not want to tune in? Yes, Fred, that is me. So they're so fun. I could just watch them. I could just sit here, and I'm sure you do. Just watch them do what they do.
Yes, yes, it's like a ferret TV.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the funniest thing that they? Because I know they like to hide things and steal things. What's the funniest thing that they've ever stolen or hidden?
Well, that's a great question because this area is ferret proofed for them. They don't really get into anything. Ferrets are naturally drawn to silicone, rubber, and foam. So things like shoes, um, car keys, anything like that, they're naturally drawn to. So they'll steal shoes, they'll steal the insoles of shoes. They love anything that's foam or rubber. like the covers for remotes, the silicone covers. They love those.
Oh
So
wow.
these are the things that they are naturally drawn to. But these little guys, they are pretty well ferret proofed in their containment. So they
Nice.
don't get into too much trouble, except for Dora. Dora is the one that is constantly escaping. So we always have to keep an eye on Dora.
Well, and Elias says Fight Club over there, and actually, one of my questions that I'll ask now: how do you tell the difference between play fighting and real fighting?
Sure. So that's a really great question. Sometimes they can look like they're playing very aggressively. And the rule is that you don't separate them unless there is blood or urine or fecal matter. So they
Okay.
can wrestle. They can get pretty aggressive. They'll drag each other across the rooms by their necks.
Oh,
So
wow.
they can, oh yeah, they can get pretty aggressive, but it's all in good play. They never really break the skin. They never injure each other. And you can tell, just like any other animal, when they are upset, they will back up. Their fur will stand up, and they will actually
Uh-huh.
hiss. So you
Oh
can
wow.
definitely.
I've never heard a ferret hiss before. That's interesting. And Orlando said that all of them get along, so that's eight different personalities, and they all get along pretty well.
They do. They all get along really, really well. In fact, it's amazing how well they get along. My experience with anytime a new animal has, entered, the acclimation time, between your 2 weeks of quarantine and trying to get them acclimated with one another. These guys are so curious that they are so willing and open to meeting each other
Oh,
that their acceptance level is just absolutely amazing. I've never seen it in any other mammal before.
oh my goodness. Okay, people we need to learn from the ferrets. If
Yeah,
ferrets are willing to accept new people, no with no questions asked, then we need to learn from the ferrets. That's
yeah.
awesome.
They all play at each other's levels too. So, like my boys, which are much larger than the girls, they will play. One is timid. Pumpkin is timid. So they will play
Oh,
more gently with Pumpkin than they will with Dora. They know that they can roughhouse with Dora and, play with her.
uh-huh.
And doesn't like to play rough so much, so they know not to play as rough with Captain. So it's really interesting. Spaz is the OG. He's the grandpa here. So he's the one
Oh,
that shows all of them how to be a ferret here. And he's the one that meets them all at their level at the best, I think.
oh, that's fun. That's fun. Elias asks, "Who is the leader and what is her name?"
Yes. So the leader here is Spaz. This is Spaz's sanctuary. He's the OG, the grandpa. You'll see him. He's got the little rat tail. And my name is Christy. I'm the chaos coordinator here. They they run the show though.
They run the show. Yes, Elias, leader is Grandpa.
Yeah.
He wanted Dora to be the leader.
Yep, Spaz is the leader. He's the OG, and he's amazing. He's the first one that I have interact with the new arrival. Because two of these ferrets came here and had never seen another ferret before, so I could
Oh
only assume
wow.
that it would be very overwhelming to meet
Hmm.
multiple ferrets all at once. So yeah, Spaz is the greeter, and he is just absolutely amazing.
That is awesome. I love that. Now you had kind of touched on it a little bit with how they interact with each other, but how would you describe a little more in detail their personalities and how they differ from each other?
Sure. So Spaz, he is the OG, the grandpa. So he is just he is just chill as can be. He is one of my therapy ferrets, so he travels with me with the
Oh,
with Blue and Teuton. So the three boys are the ones that travel with me to inpatient and rehabilitation
okay.
center. And they can be held a little bit better than the girls. The girls are much more wiggly. So Teuton, he is my chunky monkey. He's the baby of the group. He is the youngest, but he is the largest. We body shame him, and
Oh,
he loves to be held. He loves to have his ears rubbed, and is just a chunky monkey. So as soon as he comes out, I will grab him and show him. He is in the Ferret TV right now. Um, but Dora's the
hey Nikki, thank
explorer.
you for being here.
Yeah, Dora is the explorer. She is the troublemaker. And she's the feisty one. And she's the one that's constantly jumping off of these tunnels here. She'll jump over the fence and escape. Um, so she is definitely a handful. Her name is perfect. They all came with their names. I kept
Oh,
all of
awesome.
them. Yes. So, and then Captain and Ranger
Hey,
are a bonded
Bosa.
pair. And
Oh,
Captain and
okay.
Ranger just arrived. They came from a shelter overflow situation. And they are just so chill. So let me grab some of them and introduce them.
Yes. Bosa, thank you for being here. Absolutely appreciate you.
So Pumpkin's the one that was eating. She's going into the tunnel now. And she
Okay.
is super sweet. She gives the best kisses.
Hi, Amanda.
She changes like a pumpkin, like an orangish color in the fall with her fall
Oh,
fur.
really?
Yeah,
I never knew they changed colors. That's awesome.
yeah. Right. Here we go. This is Dora. And as you can
Oh, hi,
see, she's
Dora.
super small. She's got these little teeny tiny white boots, and she's got the little white chest, and she is the biggest troublemaker here in the business.
I can see it in her eyes. I can absolutely see it in her eyes.
They get kisses every time they get picked up. This is Blue. Aw, and I get kisses from Blue. He was named after the velociraptor in Jurassic Park by two little kids. I think that that is so funny because he is just such a sweetheart. He is
Oh, that
such a
is
love.
cute.
And he is so, so soft. I wish everybody could feel how soft he is. He is just a love. He's very curious.
Yeah, I see him looking around. Yes, I was going to say, who's the white one? That's a beautiful ferret.
Yeah, can you believe that he was at the shelter? This is Captain.
Oh,
He's
hi,
got these
Captain.
beautiful black nose, black eyes, and black whiskers. He never keeps his face towards the camera for some weird reason. But he also has this beautiful black fur that's intermixed in his cream fur.
Oh,
And
wow. That's interesting.
let's see if we can show you the tattoo in your ear, Captain. Let's see here. He's really easy to tell because he's so white. So see those two tattoos on the right ear there?
Uh huh. Yes.
That's that's showing that it's a Marshall's ferret.
And what is that?
So Marshall's ferrets are the most commercially bred ferrets. So those are the ferrets that you will find in most pet stores. Unless you find a private breeder, they're going to be a Marshall's ferret. And the
Okay.
two tattoos in their ears signify that they have been dissected, sterilized, and that they have had their scent gland removed.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
also
I
told
know.
that they have a tattoo on one of their toes as well. I can find one on one ferret, but I haven't been able to find the tattoos on the other ferret. And that's supposed
Gotcha.
to um, represent who did the sterilization.
Oh, okay. Wow, they really detailed with that. I never knew that. That's pretty awesome. So you were talking about the love bugs. What are some of your favorite ways that they show affection?
Oh, they're very affectionate. They will give you kisses. As you can see, they're kissing each other right now. Those people will try to groom you, like you're a ferret as well. Um, the boys are really sweet. I love how three of them are trying to get into that little tiny bag.
Yeah, I see that.
But yes, they show humans affection by trying to groom them. Um, they'll also try to show me things. So if they have a toy that's stashed, sometimes they'll try to lead me to their toys. It's very cute.
Oh, that's cute. Show you where the hidden treasure is.
Indeed, indeed, they're a
So
little stash.
Elias is asking who is tattooing ferrets. I'm assuming that's the people that do the procedures on the ferrets are the ones tattooing them.
Correct, correct. Yes, and that is all happening before the ferrets arrive at the pet stores.
Okay. I never knew that they were tattooed. Even when I worked at the pet store and had ferrets, I never knew that.
It's really hard
Um,
to see those two dots unless you have a light colored ferret.
yeah, I was going to say, I guess it would be kind of harder on the the darker ferrets. It's easy on Captain with his white fur. So how many males, how many females?
Yes, there's 5 boys and 3 girls.
Okay. Okay. Very
The
good.
boys are the largest and the girls are the smallest. And it seems like the girls are the feistiest.
Good for them.
Yes, yes. We have Ranger in the toy chest. That is Ranger. He's the bonded pair with the Captain. Those two came from a shelter overflow. And
Okay.
Ranger is the derpy one. I claim that he has half of a brain cell. But he's always getting into mischief or trying to swim in the water dish. He's constantly getting into trouble.
Oh, and for those of you that haven't noticed, I asked her before we went live that big pink bowl is their water dish.
Yes, yes, they love their big pink dish for their water.
I love that. That is so funny. Another question: what is a common misconception people have about ferrets?
The most common misconception about ferrets is that they smell. All animals have a scent. Dogs have a scent, cats have a
Hmm.
scent, and even humans have a scent. Ferrets have a scent as well. Um, you can reduce their smell by doing a couple of things. First, by giving them a good diet, an obligate carnivore diet. Um, if you give them food that they can't process, they tend to smell more. The second thing
Okay.
is by litter training them. So using pine pellets in their cages for their litter,
Hmm.
potty pads in the living room. That helps tremendously, and scooping daily because they don't bury their feces like cats. So you'll have to
Oh,
remove it daily. The other thing that you can do by reducing the smell is cleaning their linens. Their cage is lined with fleece. So
okay.
anything that you don't want them to use as a restroom, you want to cover in cloth. So that needs to be cleaned once a week. So by doing those things, you can really reduce the smell of ferrets and really you won't even notice that they're there.
Yeah, I knew that they had the scent glands, so those were removed. But doing those other things to cut down on the scent, that makes sense. Do you give them baths?
I do. I do. That's another misconception is by that you can bathe them and remove the odor. In fact, less is more. So you want to only bathe your ferret about 2 times a year, unless there's
Oh,
reason to. And you don't
okay.
want to use any shampoo or detergent. You want to just use oatmeal. So what I do is I take oatmeal and I fill an old sock, I tie it, and then I just steep it until it's a milky white water, and that helps with their skin and their glands.
Oh, wow. That I never. I'm learning all kinds of stuff about ferrets. Now I got to get ferrets.
They're
I got to get me
amazing.
some ferrets.
They're amazing. Look at this cuddle puddle. I mean, usually it's all of them in one, but we've got the cuddle puddle there, and we've got a little cuddle puddle there. So
That is too cute.
they love to lay on top of each other.
Yes, Elias, just twice a year. See there? Get yourself a ferret. You can handle that.
Yes, yes. And they sleep most of the day. So, they can sleep up to 20 hours a day. They need 4 hours of hard play, free roam time, but that's it. They sleep most of the day.
And I see they're they're ready for their nap. And Elias,
Um,
great question. This was one that I was going to ask later. Can you have just one, or is it better to have more than one?
Absolutely. That's a great question. So Spaz was a solo ferret for quite some time. And we did a lot of play dates, and I spent a lot of time with him. He would go to work with me. I mean, he was with me all the time. And it still wasn't enough. He was happiest with other ferrets. So, in my opinion, and other vets' opinions, it is best that they are in pairs because they are social creatures. And they are, when they come out of their cages, because we have 3 different cages for them when
Okay.
they sleep. So they love to come out here. This is the time where all 8 can be together, and they can all pile together and sleep with each other.
I just noticed movement in the TV. That's so funny.
Yes, yes, they're doing their thing. I think Two Ton is just in there. I'm gonna grab him. He is such a chunky monkey. I was hoping he'd come up and say hi. He usually likes to be the star of the show.
Aw. Hence why he's on TV.
Everybody, this is Ranger. He is the
Hi,
derpy one.
Ranger.
He's such a sweet boy. And he is a bonded pair with Captain. So he is a cage mate with Captain. And they look for each other. When I put them away, they wait for each other. They are best of buddies.
Oh, that is so cute. We love that.
So since the
Do
parrots are burrowing creatures, that's why we have the tunnels there. They love to go through
right.
those tunnels.
Yeah, I noticed they just run through those tunnels. They leave one and go into another, and they really like those tunnels.
They do. They do.
And that's actually a great segue. My next question, other than the tunnels, what's the absolute must-have toy or enrichment items for them?
That's a great question. Dora loves her butterfly. I saw that she was hiding that before we came out. So they love to stash little toys. So anything that's soft. My must-have is a squeaky toy, and I use that for recall. And
Okay.
that's really important in case one of them gets outside of the house or escapes out of the room. That way, when
Hmm.
you hit that squeaky toy, they know to come on out. And unfortunately, I've had to use it a couple of times where, Dora has gotten out before and I
Oh,
wasn't able to find her. And luckily, the squeaky toy really recalled her. Squeaky
oh,
toys
that's good.
kind of mimic like a kit in crisis. So that's why
Okay.
they'll naturally go after a squeaky toy.
That's very interesting. I never thought of that. But being that they are little escape artists, That does make good sense. Actually, yeah, we already asked that one. What's the biggest challenge of living with them?
The biggest challenge I would say is the
Right.
expense. Um, Ferrets are very expensive to keep because they require specialized medical care. Not every vet will see a ferret. You have to find a specialized vet for them. And they are
Okay.
susceptible to several diseases. One being adrenal disease, which both Spaz and Dora have. Um,
Aw.
the signs of adrenal disease is fur loss on their tails and their backs, and
Okay.
lethargy and that kind of stuff. And they can receive an implant, which both of them have, and that implant should last just over a year, and that helps with that. But that implant alone is $450.
Oh
Um,
wow.
so that's not the anesthesia, that's not the care, and that's not the office visit. So you're looking at typical office visits just as a well checkup as at least $100 per ferret. And then if you need blood work or anything like that, sometimes they will need to use anesthesia to get that blood work. And anesthesia is very dangerous for ferrets. And it's also very expensive because of the care that it's required.
Right. Wow. I. All right. That's something I didn't think of.
Uh, so the other disease that they're susceptible to is insulinoma. I can't say it very well. Insulin oma.
Okay.
And some of those ferrets require shots daily, insulin shots. So that
Okay. So
care
is that
is
like?
well, like
Is,
diabetes.
okay. So it is like diabetes. Okay.
Correct. Correct. So, and that's Spaz. And as you can see, he has a rat tail, and he's growing some of that fur back from his implant, but unfortunately, he lost most of his fur on his tail with that adrenal disease.
Aw. Oh, poor Spaz.
Yeah, so he's got peach fuzz that's slowly growing back.
Right. Elias says so. If you have a ferret, you need to date or marry a vet. Yes,
Yes,
Elias.
yes, Elias, you are correct. That would be ideal. In fact, a lot of the ferret rescues are vet tech run. So some of the ferret rescues that I work with in other states, they are actual vet techs, and that's how they got into this.
Yes, that makes absolute sense.
Yeah, they are itchy because they are shedding their coats, their winter coats, and getting their spring coats. And their
Yes.
spring coats are a lot softer. It's more of a downy. It's less coarse, and it's usually not as dense.
Okay.
So they do shed, and they shed quite a lot right now. So that's also something that people don't think about is the amount of fur, especially in the shed seasons like now.
Yeah, that's something I never realized they shed, but I guess that would make sense, and this is the perfect time of year for it.
Yeah,
And they are going through it. They're like, get this old fur off.
are they're super itchy. They need a bath.
Oh, poor guys.
Yeah.
Now, how do you handle them being nippy?
Oh, that's a great question. Several of these guys came to me nippy at first, and that's another reason why they're rehomed. And honestly, the only way to get them to stop nipping is to build that trust, that bond with
Okay.
them. So handling them more often, being very, very patient. Unfortunately, I had some that bit really, really hard, and none of them bite anymore. Um, they'll only, use their teeth if they want you to see something, if they want to lead you to something. But
Hmm.
yeah, they don't bite anymore. I think that
That's
the
good.
younger a ferret is, the more that they use their mouths to explore their worlds.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, establishing that trust bond, that's the best way. I did have one ferret that she just nipped all the time, regardless. But that you just kind of had to respect her for it. You knew what you were in for with me. She was a force to be reckoned with. So everybody knew that he was the nipper.
The nipper. And no, Elias, you cannot nip back.
I don't know, especially with them shedding right now. You might get a mouthful of fur.
Right? That'll be the last time you nip.
Yes.
That's too funny. Now, how long do they live?
Yeah, so they say that they can live up to 10 years. In my
Okay.
experience, Marshall's ferrets will live, typically around 6 to 8 years. That's a pretty good lifespan for a Marshall's ferret. And that's
Okay.
just because of the commercialized breeding. If you have privately bred um, ferret, those can live a lot longer.
Yeah, am still amazed. I didn't realize that there was a big commercial ferret breeder. I didn't know that that was a thing.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. So Marshall's ferrets, they require you to feed their Marshall's food
Oh,
if
wow.
you, for their guarantee, for their 1 year guarantee. And a lot of people disagree with the food. So that's an interesting thing about, the industry, the ferret industry, if you will.
Hmm.
So there are a lot of products out there that are labeled for ferrets that are either dangerous or known to cause cancer and diseases in ferrets, which is
Oh,
very
no.
confusing. Yes, yes. So there are treats that will say that, that they're ferret treats, but they will have fruits and vegetables in there, which ferrets cannot digest. So that's really difficult. You'll see a lot of things that are peanut butter flavored. Well, ferrets can't have peanut butter. They might like it, but they can't have it.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of things out there. There's also products that can be very dangerous to ferrets, like their bedding. Sometimes ferrets can get trapped inside of the bedding. You have to watch out for strangulation things.
Oh.
Um, the reason why my room is ferret proof like this is because as you'll see, there's no chairs here.
Hmm.
Ferrets will get inside of a chair, and unfortunately, ferrets get really hurt by accidental people sitting down and on a ferret that's inside of a chair.
Okay. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's again something I didn't think of. I'd have a ferret right here and it'd end up in my sofa, and
Or inside your
I wouldn't even
walls.
know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Inside your appliances. Yes, yes. It can be very dangerous if you're not ferret proofing your areas. And then, you really have to do your research. Even though things are marketed out there for ferrets, you still have to do your research and do your diligence to make sure that they are indeed safe for ferrets.
So Elias says, so is the ferret commercial industry wanting them to get sick just so you can buy more, or just uneducated people?
That's a good question. I think I would hate to think that that would be their intent. Um, but unfortunately, it is a business, and it does appear to be a monopoly when it comes to commercialized ferrets. There's only one, and that's the Marshall's ferrets. So that it is an interesting dilemma. Um, I'm not quite sure what the answer is for that. I would love to see. ferrets no longer sold in pet stores. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
That would really help with um, preventing uneducated people from taking them on as pets. And I think that that would help with the rehoming issue. Also, when they're in the pet stores, they're not getting the exercise that they need outside of their cages. So they can be getting, lethargic while they're in pet stores too. So it's a very good question. I'm not quite sure what the answer is to that.
I know, and I haven't seen them in a store recently. I know when I worked at a pet store, when we had ferrets, we would have them in this really huge, I guess, kind of like an end cap. It was a big window on all three sides, and we had a big wheel in there for them to run around, and they had plenty of room to move around. Actually, it wasn't much bigger than the area that you have them in right now.
Oh, that's
So
wonderful.
we made sure they had plenty of room, to run around and play and stuff. So,
That's wonderful. I wish more pet stores were like that.
right, absolutely, absolutely. Eric had a ferret before. He was a little thief, always trying to steal candy. Well, don't leave the candy out, Eric.
They'll literally steal anything. They like anything that smells sweet. Like Captain Crunch cereal. They're really drawn to it. I was like, you've never had cereal before. How do you know that you even want this? But they are. They're drawn to that stuff.
That's okay. I'm drawn to the sweet, crunchy cereals too. So
I am too. I am too.
maybe I'm part ferret.
He
Maybe
calls
I am part
Captain.
ferret.
He's Captain Crunch and Munch. That's for sure. He loves to eat, and he loves anytime anything sweet is opened. He perks up.
Captain Crunch and Munch. That is so funny. I love that. So you had mentioned earlier about helping with the smell and the litter training and the puppy pads and things around. How do you train them to go in the correct spots so they're
That's a
not
great
going all over the place?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I learned to basically watch where they naturally go and set up potty pads there. They like corners. So places that you don't want them to go, you need to pile all their toys or like their ferret tower into the corner. That way that can't be used.
Okay.
Also, when you're first potty training them, they're very confused with just a clean pad. So it sounds kind of gross, but I'll go into their cage and I'll take some of their fecal matter and I'll put it on the potty pad so that they can
Okay.
smell it and know that that's where it is. So that
And
helps as
that
well.
actually makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I have like Ranger. He's my messy one. He's my derpy guy. He likes to dig in everything. So to prevent him from digging in the ferret litter, I make sure that I leave at least one little nugget in there so that he knows that this is for the dirty stuff and not to dig into it. And that prevents him from playing in it.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so they potty train you, Elias says.
Yes, yes, they have me potty trained very well. Exactly.
That is so funny. So you had mentioned that they only eat meat. Like what type of meat do they eat? What's best for them? What's the best type of food to feed them?
Sure, sure. So I have two that I feel have a chicken intolerance. They love it, but it doesn't agree with them. So we try to lean more towards pigeon, quail, duck, rabbit. They love rabbit. Um, so we'll do a lot of quail organs, chicken hearts, beef livers, pretty much anything that's gross. That's what they love.
Okay, now I know I've seen chicken liver in the store, but where do you get the other stuff? Because they're not in my grocery store.
Yeah, so I actually order a lot of my stuff online, but I do a lot of the freeze-dried raw cat foods and dog foods. As long as it's single ingredient,
Okay.
that's where I find most of my food. So I find that freeze-dried raw is the easiest for me. That way I'm not doing all the raw meat prep in my house and all the
Hmm.
stuff. It's just easier to store and easier to handle. I
Yes.
use a coffee grinder, a
Okay.
dedicated coffee grinder to grind it all up. And I include bone meal as well because they need that for calcium since they're not getting bone or egg in their diet.
Hmm.
I have to supplement it with bone meal. So I will powderize all of that and then mix it with warm water into a soupy. And they get that soupy once a day when they come out and play. And that helps keep them hydrated as well. And they absolutely love it. It's their highlight of their day.
Oh. Elias said, "Ain't rabbits their distant cousin?"
No, it's pretty funny. If you think about what ferrets or what mink would eat in the wild, that's pretty much what ferrets would eat here. So some of them will also eat fish as well.
Oh wow. I know otters definitely eat fish and all that other gross meat byproducts, not byproducts, but the stuff that you and I don't typically eat.
Yes, yes. And these little guys will actually do some otter type moves. You'll see like the golden egg and the balls. They will use the same like paw patterns that otters use to scoot those balls and the eggs around. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, oh, that's fun. I
Oh,
was gonna say they're all out.
droopy ferret. Now you'll be able to see his black eyes, black nose, and black whiskers. There he
Look at
is.
that little nose
Isn't he precious?
and the
He's so
little
sleepy.
whiskers. Oh, he
Yes,
is sleepy. Look at him. He's like, "Mom, I was sleeping."
he was.
Amanda says, "Captain Nosy."
This is Pumpkin. She's the other teeny tiny girl, and she could literally fit in a hand if she needed to. She is just so tiny. And she's the one that turns a little orange in the fall. And
Oh,
even though she's the sweetie, we never take our eyes off of her either because she's the sneaky one. She
uh
will
huh.
try to escape when you're least expecting it. So between
I
her
can see
and
it.
Dora, they're troublemakers. You love it.
And TJ said, "Captain looks like a polar bear up close."
He does, doesn't he? I think he does. That's great.
He is too cute. Now, and I'm seeing the electrical outlet right there. They don't go near that 'cause
No,
I'd be worried about that.
yeah, it was covered, and they were actually using that. They were standing on the covers. So once I uncovered it, then they leave it alone. So as long as there's nothing in there, they'll leave it alone. But they're always supervised when they're out here.
Uh huh.
So that's the other good thing is that they're never unsupervised when they're out here.
Gotcha. Okay, good, good. But standing on the cover, that's funny.
Oh yes, yes, they were trying to pull the covers out, the electrical covers out of the wall. So that was definitely a no-go. And then
Oh
when
my
we tried to
goodness.
cover the walls with the fences, then they would climb the fences and escape. So we have quite the little situation. As you can see, the fence has
Yes,
plexiglass.
TJ.
So because they will actually
Ah,
they will jump and then they will climb up the fence. So we have to put plexiglass on the front of that so that they won't climb it. And then we have to keep everything at least a foot and a half away from it, so that they don't jump over it.
oh, they keeping you on your toes. They are definitely keeping you on your toes.
They do.
Wow. I never realized that they were that smart.
They have me outsmarted every day.
That is wild. So, on top of everything that we've discussed today, what advice would you give to someone that's looking to get their first ferret?
Oh, research. Research, research,
Yes.
research. Do your due diligence and find your vet before you find your ferret. Um,
Ah, very good.
yes, establishing that connection with your vet before you have your ferret is very, very important. And then also saving up for that emergency medical fund, to just in case anything happens. I always recommend having, at least 500 to $1,000 set aside, for an emergency fund.
Wow. Yeah, that's so. It's funny. I work for a pet insurance company, but we just insure dogs and cats. I might have to talk to somebody. Ferrets might need to be the next thing.
Yes, yes. I think that there is only one insurance company that insures ferrets right now, and it's kind of a gray area. So it's a very interesting thing. Um,
Yeah.
Ferrets aren't legal in every state either. So
Oh,
it's
I didn't know that.
yeah. So in California, it's illegal to have a ferret. And if you're in
Oh,
New York City, you need special permitting and licenses. So depending on where you live, there's local and state ordinances against ferrets as well. So that might have something to do with why there's a lack in insurance coverage for ferrets.
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And New York having restrictions doesn't surprise me. Most of our viewers are either ball python breeders or keepers. And if I remember correctly, New York does not allow ball pythons. New York City does not allow ball pythons.
Correct. Correct. Yes.
So that doesn't surprise me. Elias, no. Elias is misbehaving today.
Elias is going to have to come over here and have a play date.
Yes, yes. You go and have a play date with the ferrets and all that good stuff. Wow. Well, I definitely learned a lot today. I didn't realize there was so much going on with ferrets, but that's thank you for everything that you're doing and all of the education and everything that you're spreading with the ferrets because not a lot of people know that.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. This has been a really great adventure. It's been a lot of fun. I'm sorry they're so sleepy. They are most active during dawn and dusk. So
Right.
this is not their prime time.
That's okay. That's okay. It's cute to watch them all, huddle up together and try to get all in what three or four in that one bag back there. Is that what that is?
That's a little crinkle sack. Yeah, they're all inside the crinkle sack.
That is so funny. But Bosa said he's learned that Princess Bosa is not getting a ferret.
At least not today.
Yeah, right. Not today. And Amanda is thanking you for all the info, and we'll talk to you on Discord. Amanda, thank you
Oh,
for being here today. Absolutely appreciate you. So, Christy, let everybody know where they can find you, so they can tune into the Ferret Adventures.
absolutely. You can find us at funnyferretbusiness.com. We also are on TikTok under Funny Ferret Business 616 and YouTube. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, all the things. And we like
All
to
the
pop up
things.
live on TikTok, and we just started up on Epic. So we're brand new to Epic as well.
You know what? There's been a couple reptile shows on Epic. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, Elias, we got educated on the weasel puppies.
I love the weasel puppies. That's great.
Yes, yes, that is, that is. Well, Christy, I thank you again for joining us. I apologize that we started late. Again, I don't know why. I don't know why, but we got it working, and we made it. But thank you again for joining us today. I absolutely appreciate you. I'm going to stick you in the backstage so I can say goodbye to these folks, and we'll be on our way.
Thank you. Have a great
You're
one. Thanks,
welcome.
bye.
Thank you. All right, that was a good time. That was a really good time. I learned a lot. I learned a whole lot. I mean, I last dealt with ferrets when I worked at a pet store over 30 years ago, so I forgot most things about ferrets, and just like in the reptile world, things have changed in that time, because when I worked in the pet store, we were selling heat rocks for the pet snakes and things. So things have changed. Things have changed. But that was a lot of information and I'm glad that we had somebody that knew so much that can give us that information. And I thank you all for hanging in here and hanging out. Again, I apologize that we did not start right at 2 o'clock. I don't know why things weren't connecting, but we got it connected. And for those of you that are still here and hung out this long, here is a puppy bulldog. Now, I love my mastiffs, but there is not much cuter than a baby bulldog. Look at that little face. Look at those little legs. Look at those little legs. I love a puppy bulldog. They're so much fun. They're so much fun. And I don't know if you saw, I have on a Dubia shirt. Dubia, the roach people, not or the bug people that sell our bugs and stuff. They're on TikTok, and they go live like 2 or 3 times a week, and they give away stuff. I actually bought this shirt because I didn't want to try to win it, but I did win a black and white, just white lettering, black and white shirt, and a black and white hoodie. So, but they also give away like enclosures, like a 4x2x2 enclosure. Yeah, I'm trying to win that. I'm trying to win that. I'm trying to upgrade my rainbow boa into a 4x2x2 enclosure. So I'm trying to win that. So check out Dubia on TikTok and check out their lives and try to win you something. Try to win. And this is not sponsored. This is not sponsored. If Orlando starts begging for a bulldog puppy, I'm coming for you. I'm sorry, TJ. I'm sorry, TJ. That was not the intent at all. But wait a minute. No, he can't have a mammal. He can't have a mammal. So Orlando can't have. No. No, you can't. I'm not. He's not blaming me for this. He is not blaming me for this. Don't you do that. Don't you put that on me. Don't you put that on me. But everybody, I thank you all for joining us today. It was a great time. I had so much fun. I hope you did too. And remember, as always, to be yourself. Believe in who you are. If you don't believe in yourself, why should anyone else? Have an awesome week. I love you. Peace and be wild. I'll hit that. I'll find that button. Here it is.
Dearly beloved, we are here to talk about this thing called keepers. Keeper means forever, and forever is a mighty long time.